Hey, here we go. Let's get this connected to Facebook Live. Voila, that is happening. And I just need to say yes, share on my timeline. Yeah, page go live. Okay, here we go. Okay, this meeting is being live streamed to Facebook. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Thriving Live. It is Tuesday, September 13th, and we are at episode 26. No, 26. Yes, 26. Amazing. We're at episode 26. So, welcome. I am here at the studio again, as you can see from behind me, and I am going to try to keep this one short because I have to drive my lover and one of my assistants out to the airport and train station in Albany. And so I need to be able to get on the road right at 2:45. So I'll end a little bit early today. So I'll try to keep it less fly by the seat of my pants and a little more focused. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So welcome to Thriving Live, as I said before. And thanks for being with me. Thanks for hanging out and exploring what Thriving Live with Gabrielle Senza is, as I also explore what Thriving Live is for me. And it changes quite a bit in my mind. And I don't know if that translates in the sessions, but we shall see what happens as things progress. I'm pretty excited about where things are headed. As you know, I always start with a pleasure first practice, so we'll get right into that. Today it will be one that I often use to help get grounded and also kind of relaxed and focused and put back into the space where we are at this moment and letting go of all the things that led up to being here at this moment. So, for example, if well, I was running errands earlier, I was having lunch with a friend, and so now it is time to put all of that aside and to come back into the studio, into my body, into my senses. So that will be the pleasure practice we'll go into right away today. So if you've hung out with me before on the show, you'll know that you'll recognize this one. So you can do this either sitting or standing. I will stay standing and allow yourself to settle into wherever you are being most supported. For me, it's my feet are on the floor. Actually, they're in my shoes and my clogs, but they're connected to the floor. And so I'm going to put my weight there and my attention there. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Sigh on the exhale if you desire to, especially if no one can hear you, or even if they can, there's no harm in it. I always try to allow the exhale to be longer than the inhale, because that immediately tells my nervous system that everything is okay. There's nothing to be worried about. No fights or flights necessary. No freeze. I can just completely be here in this moment and in this time and place. So let's do a couple more of those. Inhale. Exhale. One more. So now, with your body more centered, more quiet, allow yourself to keep your eyes closed if you can, if you're comfortable that way. And just start tuning into what sounds you're able to hear. What kind of big sounds are you able to hear right now? When I'm speaking, obviously, it's going to be my voice as one of those primary ones, but you might also hear some air conditioners or some fans or vents or something else, or traffic, sirens, whatever it is, just noticing them. And just breathe how you normally breathe, nothing special. And as you get present with the sounds you're able to hear in your space, just acknowledge them, accept them, not making them wrong or awesome or bad or anything like that. Just letting them be there. They're there. And now tuning into the more subtle sounds you might be able to pick up as you listen in a more relaxed state. What more subtle sounds are you able to pick up? They could be voices in the background, or a neighbor's place, or even closer in could be your own breath, or even the beat of your heart and the pumping of your blood through your veins. You might be able to hear that. Allow your shoulders to be soft and your neck to be soft and your jaw to be soft. Just open, just listening. And now shift your focus to what you can feel using your touch sense, your sense of touch. Where are your hands resting? Where is your body touching either another part of your body or the seat that you're sitting in or the floor, whatever it is. The air on your skin, just noticing all the different sensations that you're able to feel with your inner sense of touch, as well as your outer sense of touch. What does that inner sense of touch mean? It could be, you might feel your stomach gurgling, or you might feel contractions inside your body, or, those are sensations, not necessarily touching them, but just noticing the touches, how things feel. Inside your head, inside your body, and on your skin. If your body needs a little stretch, feel free to move. You don't have to stay frozen like a statue or anything like that. You can just do what your body asks you to do to become more comfortable and more present. Okay, and so now moving on from the sensation of touch, let's go on to what, even with your eyes closed or with them open, but it's kind of more interesting with your eyes closed because you can remain in that sort of inner space. and acknowledge and pay attention to your senses within that inner space and your inner awareness. So what, even with your eyes closed, are you able to see using your sense of sight? However that is. If you're just paying attention to what your eyes are seeing, or trying to see through the lids of your closed eyelids, you might notice shapes of color and shadow, light and dark. I often get patterns. Just noticing with a gentle awareness, not a really deliberate looking. It's not like you're trying to force yourself to see anything. It's what's naturally there to be noticed. It's arising in your awareness as you have your eyes closed and you use your sense of sight. Now using your sense of smell, see if there are any odors that you can pick up in the air. There might be some really obvious ones. It might take a few seconds to find subtle ones if the obvious ones aren't right there for you. Again, just noticing without any judgment or expectation or anything of that kind. It's just exercising awareness through all of the senses that we have at our disposal or our use, right? So what smells are you able to pick up, if any? There might not be any. Now your sense of taste. See if there's any flavor you're able to pick up using your sense of taste. And there might be nothing, or there might be, coffee or food or, lunch or toothpaste or whatever it is. Just noticing again, just gently attuning to or tuning our awareness on the senses that we have that give us information. Beautiful. Now, bringing your awareness to the top of your head, or even above your head, imagine, go back a little bit. Imagine a ball of light, pure, clean, energizing, loving light that just comes down and fills the inside of your head, allowing your awareness to ride along with that light. Allowing that light to illuminate all the insides of your body, including the cells, the molecules, your veins, your bones. You can just fill all of it. Imagine it's just washing through with loving energy. And notice the places that feel really good as it passes through. Just kind of taking stock of like where that clean, energizing, loving light, healing light is coming through your body slowly. Noticing how it feels, what your awareness is able to pick up for sensations inside your body as this imagined ball of light is passing through. We're used to noticing the sticky spots, the uncomfortable spots, discomfort. But today we're taking stock of where, as we pass this light through our bodies, where you feel sensation that is pleasant, that feels good. It could be tingling, it could be like a longing, like a reaching out, you know. Moving it slowly through your body. At this point, I'm through my torso, about down to my hips, going down through the pelvic floor, glutes, moving that clean, healthy, beautiful, healing, loving light energy coming through your legs, through your thighs, illuminating, lighting, energizing, loving. All this space and all the cells and all the molecules, bones and veins and organs and everything, tissue and skin, all of it. Giving it some light touch kind of love. And noticing the places that feel especially good. Could be like a little tickle or a tingle, or like I said, like a longing, like, ooh, I want more of that, you know. Keep it moving very slowly through your body, down into your feet. Down through your feet and your toes, into the ground, into the earth. So you're sending roots, this energized light in the form of roots, down into the earth, connecting to the core, to the earth mother. Sending them all the way down. And imagine that those are tap roots and they can also pull in energy, all life force back into your body. It's not that you're draining out energy, it's that you're sharing the energy. You're moving the energy through from above to below and through into the earth and pulling energy up as well, and exchange. Now, letting your awareness go to the places that felt good when you were doing this sort of inventory of places that kind of felt good as you were moving through there. You can imagine the light there again. How would you describe the sensation, that feel good sensation? Is it warm? Is it tingly? Is it tickly? Whatever it is and wherever it is, just be with it there. Appreciate it. Spend some time with it, hanging out with it. getting to know it. Now imagine expanding that little location, that little place of pleasure, wherever it was in your body, either inside or out. You can put your hand there if you want to, or you can just allow it to be moved and expanded energetically so that it takes up more room in your body. Allow that pleasant sensation to expand and to grow and to fill your whole torso, mm, or your whole entire body. And also allow it to embrace you, to expand beyond the boundaries of your skin, of your body, and let it occupy all the space that is like surrounding you. That pleasant sensation is there for you, growing and growing. And it's in you, it's infinite, it's always available for you when you can slow down and tap in and locate it. Notice what happens in your body as you expand it. Your body might want to move with it. Parts of your body or parts of your mind even might be saying, this is weird. This is so weird. I don't know what to do with this. And like kind of trying to shut it down. And if you can just move that opinionated part of you away for a moment and just say, hey, let's just explore this. This is pretty cool. Let's see where it goes. That would be awesome. And it's also okay if it doesn't happen. So you can allow this loving, healing, beautiful, pleasant sensation just fill up and occupy the entire space that you're in, your whole room, your whole house, even your whole building if you want to. You kind of even spread it out into the streets and the neighborhood and the town. You see where I'm going with this? It can be expanded, the sense of pleasure and joy and feel good energy. And as you find yourself surrounded in this feel good energy, which you have sourced from your own self, I invite you to put your hands on your heart or on your chest or somehow on your body. It could be, solar plexus in your chest or whatever feels good for you, or the source of that sensation. And say aloud, I see you. I acknowledge you. I am you. You are a part of me. You're my true essence. Feeling good is birthright. Pleasure is always available to me. It is safe to feel good in my body right now, right here. It is safe to be me. It is safe to be me. It is safe to be here right now. I find safety within. I create my own safety. I am love. I am light. I am energy. I am truth. I am bright. I am alive. I am love. And I am loved. I am loving. And I am lovable. Just exactly as I am. I am perfect in my imperfection. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. Right here and right now. And now, if you want to just give yourself like a love hug or some massage, squeezes, or anything like that, go ahead and do that. If you need to stretch. Or move about or shake anything out. Do whatever it is you need to feel awesome and to be loving and kind towards your own self and your body's own needs and what it needs to for pleasure, for feeling good. Okay. So thank you for that. Thank you for practicing the pleasure, doing a pleasure practice with me, that meditation. Using the senses I learned primarily from Emily Fletcher from Ziva Meditation. You should check her out. She does really great meditations. She has a great program and I absolutely adore her. So that's Ziva Meditation, Z-I-V-A meditation. And then it feels so good, right? So what I mentioned before is that I don't have a whole lot of time today. I definitely wanted to do the pleasure practice, because that's, if we do nothing else, still that is a lot to do in a day. And if you did do it along with me, I definitely encourage you to drink lots of water. Drink lots and lots of water. Maybe journal about what might have come up for you, what the sensations were, where you might have felt when you were doing the very slow awareness inventory through the body, right? Like, where did you notice some sensations of pleasure? Today, I happen to feel it sort of lower abdomen, left and right area, like not center, but over here, like, oh, like a reaching out. So yeah, thank you for that. So last week when I did the show, I asked you I recommended making a pleasure list and a celebrations list. And I explained it in episode 25. And if you have done it, it would be really fun to see your lists if you care to share them. And you can always do that in the Facebook Live comment section or in the YouTube section under the Thriving Live with Gabrielle Semza. For either this episode 26 or episode 25. The pleasure list is ways that, like, things that give you pleasure, like things you like to do for yourself for pleasure, to feel good, right? So It might be purchasing flowers for yourself and having them in the house. It might be sleeping in late. It might be taking a nap. It might be taking a walk. It might be having coffee with a friend, or journaling, or writing poetry, or painting, or running, or whatever it is. But a sort of go-to list that you can have at hand for those times when you're like, okay, I've done all the things and I'm feeling sort of stressed out, or I'm feeling like I just don't have anything left in me for today. You can always take like a 5-minute break to give yourself some pleasure practice. When I do the guided meditations, I usually take, 10 or 15 minutes. They don't have to take that long. You could always lie down and just, or stand, sit, whatever, in quiet space, and allow that light to sort of just fill your whole body. Just that healing, illuminating, energizing, loving light move through your whole body. Look for those places of pleasure that feel good and stay in that space if you want to, or allow it to move through. Draw in energy from the earth if you want to. Maybe take some power positions if you're feeling like you need to like shake things up and change things around, or change the energy. Get up and move around for sure. And sometimes when I'm just flat out exhausted, I just take like a 5 or 7 minute nap or rest, just a very intentional rest. So those things would go on my pleasure list, right? Like, so when not feeling my 100%, or before turning to the next thing that I have to do, what's one pleasure practice I can take now before I begin that other thing, to shift my energy and to keep me engaged and motivated and excited to do the things that need to get done. So that was one of the lists. The other list was the celebrations list, which is different. It's more like almost like a rewards list. So pleasure is not a reward. It's fuel. I was talking about that last week, I think. I think of pleasure first practices as fuel for doing the things that we need to do or want to do in the day, right? And people have, rituals in the morning to help them get there, or yoga practice, or Kriya yoga, breath work before starting the day. That's different from celebrations. Celebrations is like, some of the things might end up on the same list, like flowers. I keep saying flowers. I guess it's time to get some flowers in the studio. So yes, celebrations could be like, I'm gonna sit and I'll take myself out tonight, or I will buy myself flowers, or I will so celebrations, like, how can you celebrate yourself? And they're little tiny celebrations as well as bigger celebrations, right? And they just go according to whatever the things are that you're celebrating, which is the other part of the celebrations, is being able to acknowledge, allowing yourself to acknowledge all the things, all those parts of your day, of your progress, of your efforts, of your existence even, right? Sometimes it's hard to just get out of bed. Sometimes it's just like the biggest thing of the day was brushing your teeth. And that's totally okay. Totally okay. There's no judgment here. Like, that's where you're at. Celebrate it. I got out of bed and I brushed my teeth today. Yes. Right. And if that didn't happen for the last 2 days or 3 weeks or whatever, that's a major thing. So celebrate it. And, it's not on a scale with other people. It's not like how you're measuring up with other people. It's just really about how you're getting through the day and able to do the things that move you closer to fulfilling your dreams and having that thriving, creative, juicy life that you might want, right? And we can't get there from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. takes time. And sometimes those baby steps take months and months. I know like that's my experience. And sometimes it's really, really, really frustrating that the little things can take so long. And yet, I put the effort in and I got somewhere with it, and that's great. I think that's worth celebrating. And even if it's just getting a check mark on the day, right? Like, okay, good, done. I did that. Take a break or have some chocolate or whatever it is, some way of celebrating acknowledging the accomplishment. It could just be stars. It could be like gold stars on the refrigerator, or you know what I mean? It really doesn't have to be anything big. So, but the main point is acknowledging that things take many steps, right? And it's just like, it's not all done in a snap. And so we need to give ourselves some credit for taking the effort and taking those baby steps. So that's really important. And if you have a place where you can like post about that or share with other people who are maybe trying to accomplish maybe not the same kinds of things, but also have a goal that they're trying to get to, or and you could be accountability buddies. And I loved doing this. I've had different people that I've partnered up with. Let's say so and so is building their coaching business and I'm working on, I don't know, I could be my own coaching business. We can each like talk about where we are in our process, and then also talk about what are the next steps, the next goals that we want to accomplish, and then choose the things we'll work on, not making it too much. Again, like really, really bite-sized, doable pieces. And then the following week or later that day, or however it's set up with your accountability buddy or accountability buddy partner, then you check in and say, did it? You don't have to have a conversation about it necessarily. It can just be like, I'm going to let you know when that's done. And you just send a text or you send a photo or whatever it is, and that's that. And then when you meet again, you get to talk about that as well as what's next. So anyway, so you don't have to do those things alone. I definitely encourage you to have people to talk with and to help you make progress and move forward on the projects that you want to realize in your life, right? I call them projects, but they could be anything. Anyway, so those are my tips and tools for today. And I think that's it, my loves. Checking my notes. Yeah, that is it. I would love to hear in the comment sections any wins, insights, or learnings you've had from today's session. If you watched the whole thing, I would love to know. That would be super great. If there's anything that you want to see in the future, or you want me to address in the future, please, please, please let me know. I would love to know that. And yeah, I'm going to sign off now because I will be driving my friends to the airports very soon. So I send all my love. I am super proud of you for being here. Very grateful for you to be here. And would love to see you again soon. Okay, sending lots of love. Mwah. To my heart, I love you. All right, take care. Bye-bye.